In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remove the backgrounds from costumes. In this little project I've got in front of me, I've got three sprites. I've got a tiger, Popeye, and Tom from Tom and Jerry. But they're not very good as sprites because they have the big backgrounds with them. They're big rectangles. All I want is Tom on his own, the tiger on its own, and Popeye on his own. So I'm going to show you how we can take those images into a painting package and remove the backgrounds quite easily and quickly. So what I'm going to do here is show how to remove the background from these images. I'm going to use a package on Windows called paint.net, which is free to download and use. The tools in paint.net will be available in most image packages. I'll use this for demonstration purposes. So we have a cartoon tiger here. I want to remove the background. First of all, I will zoom in using the zoom tool so I get a better look. I'm going to use a tool over here called the magic wand. I'm going to select an area of the background, and you can see it's already automatically selected most of the background. The magic wand will take the colour that you've clicked on and look for that colour around it. But when you get closer to the edge of the tiger, the colours are slightly different. They're slightly, possibly darker, anti-alias towards the cat. So up here is a tolerance setting. I'm going to increase the tolerance of the magic wand, and it will allow a looser matching of the white colour I selected. So as this value goes up, you can see it's selecting closer and closer to the edge of the tiger. I think that will do. At this point, I will click Edit, Erase Selection, and I've pretty much got a perfectly cut out tiger there. The only thing I want to do other than that is to remove these edges with nothing in them. They serve no purpose. So I will reduce the tolerance back to 0 and use the magic wand, select the background. As the background's been deleted, then it's going to select it all perfectly there. I'm going to go to Edit, Invert Selection. So now I've got everything except the background selected. Image, Crop to Selection. There I have the tiger cut out with all borders removed. I can save it as, and I will just, it has to be saved as a PNG file. Sometimes it will default as a JPEG if that's what it was originally, but you can't save a transparent background, and as I've deleted areas they are transparent. It has to be a PNG file. Call it cartoon1, save. I'll save it with default settings. I'll show another example now. I've got a picture of Popeye. Again, I will zoom in on Popeye, make it a little bit bigger, a little easier to work with, and I will select the magic wand with a tolerance of 0, and it hardly selects anything because this background is quite mottled. It's not a pure colour. So again, I will increase the tolerance, and that looks like it's pretty much selected everything. I could use a minus and plus to get it exactly right, but that looks pretty good to me. So I will just Edit, Erase Selection. There's a little bit of background in there, so again I will just click on it, and that's done a pretty good job. I might just increase it slightly, just improve the edges slightly. There we go. Oh, too much you see, and then it's bled out all over Popeye, so it's a case of getting it right. Edit and Erase Selection. Again, I'm going to set the tolerance to 0, use the magic wand, select the background, Edit, Invert Selection, so it's selected everything except the background. It's selected Popeye's outline, and then I can image, crop to selection, and I've got Popeye, no background, no borders. Simply File, Save, make sure it's a PNG file, and I'll save it with its default settings. Last demonstration is a picture of Tom and Jerry. This is slightly more complex because the background is quite complicated. I'm zooming in again, and I want to get rid of everything except Tom the cat. I'm going to use a new tool here. I'm going to use the lasso tool. Again, this will be available in most paint packages. With the lasso tool, I can draw a very rough outline around Tom, like this. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm just wanting to cut away a lot of the image that I don't need. So I've selected all of that, Edit, Erase Selection, and that's all gone. I'll do the same on this side. It doesn't have to be very precise, just getting rid of the majority of excess. Edit, array selection. Now I'm going to look at this green area. I can use the magic wand. If I select the dark green, let's see how well this works. I can gradually increase it. It's not bad, but I don't want to bleed into Tom's arm. I'm finding it quite difficult to get an exact cut. I'd have to do it in lots of separate stages. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt it with maybe the light green. It's worth playing around here and see if I can get a better result with that. Increase the tolerance of the light green, and that looks pretty much perfect. So we're just going to cut that away. Array selection. See if we can use that on the light green on this side. Again, that's pretty much got it all. And over here, got it. So I will edit array selection and final bit of green in there. Edit and array selection. Now I'll see what I can do with the sky. Select that. That's not bad. Can we increase it at all? That looks like it's got all of that area of sky without cutting away any of Tom. So I'll raise that here. And it's just chipping away at it really. Edit, array selection, this area. See, we're getting closer and closer to Tom now. Get rid of this blue up there. That's gone into his hat a bit, so I'll decrease the tolerance. That looks pretty good. Over here, yep, looks like we've got it all. Edit, array selection, and finally this area down here. That's not bad straight away. It's just playing around, getting the right areas, getting the right tolerance. A little bit of patience required. Now there's only a few little areas that I need to clean up, so I'll go into the lasso tool and I'll just select the ones I can see and remove them. There's some down here. I'm going to press the delete key rather than using edit and erase every time. It's just a little bit quicker. You can see some dots over here. I could always zoom further in if I wanted to be more exact, but that looks pretty good. And a few dots up here. Oh, I can see a few there. So I think that's about it. Let's check. Let's reduce it. Go to the magic wand, reduce the tolerance to 0 and click the background. And that really does highlight. I haven't quite got everything. You can see around here. But if I increase the tolerance, can I get rid of those without getting rid of any of Tom? That looks like I've got it all. Edit, array selection. Again, drop the tolerance to 0, hit the background. I can't see any extra parts there, so I will edit and invert the selection. So I've only selected Tom. Image, crop, and there we have Tom. Background removed, cut down to size, file, save as. It's already it's a JPEG file, so I'm going to change that to a PNG file so it saves the transparency. I'm going to call it cartoon3 and I'll save it on the defaults. So now we have those files ready for uploading into Scratch. And now that we've removed the backgrounds in the painting package, what I'll do is I'll remove these sprites from the project and replace them with upload sprites with the PNG files that we've made with the transparent backgrounds. So I'll choose those, upload them, and now you'll see we have 3 sprites that work really nicely together, not encumbered by the big rectangular backgrounds. These are actually going to be very useful for a project. So that is how we can remove backgrounds from our costumes.